stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimmish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. No more remorse, no cases fit. I got the road flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky. Get about my face, wearing that monkey. We not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky. Get about my face, wearing that monkey.
It's week 8 of the National Football League. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's the option going left on second down. And they're able to... Across the 35.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Purdy.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. From here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 40 yards on the pickup. Now a second down and 6. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's coming like clockwork right now for them.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. Out to the right here to Shepard. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He's going to try and take off with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, well, this opening drive yields 6. This is third and goal. Here's Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. Team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly coming apart.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now Purdy. It's hauled in by Shepard. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by mid. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Stafford on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd and very short, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got Ayuk once again.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Well, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll fight his his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Purdy on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
On the return, it's King. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter now up in Seattle.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Now Stafford. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Geno Smith, 3 touchdown passes thus far. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
2nd down at 4.
Another run with Sanders.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
Down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On 1st down, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. For its next possession. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So now the Niners down by 8, 2:14 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And they've got to feel good about it.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it, but she did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro?
Yeah. Sound like some superhero. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin. man out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Mark said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's tell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just get to keep that faith and know that. Yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just get to keep that faith and know that. Yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a...
It's week 9 of the NFL, and up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Hurts throw complete there to Thomas.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and 3rd and 8 now.
But Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Singletary is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Robinson will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Sanders looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, it's about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They look terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They snap it to Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On first down, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Pushes past him.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do?
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurts.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got a man complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. The Sanders has got it, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Stafford on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way. In the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 2nd and 9,
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Right back to Singletary on second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders powering forward. 16 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stafford's throw complete to Hollins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball
smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The 71 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run with Sanders. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now, down 24-17, a minute 6 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. He's back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porso, photogenic.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of another star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen it make another star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit... Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 76 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Landry. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
That'll go 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Throwing is Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, They know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the...
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here with another nice gain for a first down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Packers pick it up. The big fella, the 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the cat...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Quick slant to Watson, and it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And the Rams at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. Here's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Packers pick it up.
Down the left sideline, inside the 10.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good footwork at the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Jones running left.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run. It's Sanders. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll turn to Sanders. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Packers offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers completing it to the right side. Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. On the draw, here's Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Throwing is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that now.